Mississippi with Edgardo Bustamante, a.k.a. Chicharrones. This is an interview in regards to our 2010 Fantasy Football Draft, otherwise known as the Big Dog League. And I'd like to get some feedback from you in regards to how you feel this draft went this year.
First off, I would like to correct the pronunciation of my actual team name. Is Chicharrones, for my loyal fans out there.
Okay. I apologize. I'm sorry. First off, let's just jump right into it. Who do you think had the best draft this year?
In my opinion, the ghost in the room, Hans Bergman. He was on a bachelor party trip and making picks from wherever he was through the phone and throwing grenades each time at us. And I'd like to say one more thing about this guy. 3 years in a row, he makes fun of me about picking defenses early. And guess what he did this year? He picked my defense early. So I'd like to tell to the ugly, old, tall German, why did you pick my defense?
Who do you think had the worst draft?
In my opinion, the person who had the worst draft, Brady Lewis, by far. I'm not sure what his team name is. It seems to change every single week, just like his erratic methods of picking people. You know, people have to understand this. Fantasy football is fantasy. In reality, you read stats and you read players' performance on the field. And there's something called intuition. That's what owner Brady Lewis does not have. Intuition. It's called cojones. It's called guts. And in the land of Chicharrones, we're filled with intuition. And that's how we're permanent playoff contenders. We don't accept spreadsheets as the Bible when it comes to fantasy football. Next question.
Noted. Who do you predict to win the league this year?
Well, you know, when it comes to winning fantasy football, you need a lot of luck. But you know what they say about luck? It's when hard work meets opportunity. That's when you cash in on your luck. So I'm going to give you my top tier playoff contenders. 1, Los Chicharrones. 2, my brother from the West Bank, Brian Bernard. And 3, the guy who could now handle work life, his wife, his aggravating 2 dogs, and fantasy football. That is guy that drafted Megatron and took Tony Romo, Dominic Grishaber. I'm unsure about that pronunciation.
Okay, well, we'll make sure it gets corrected if it's wrong. Just a few more questions. Really liking your feedback so far, but I have kind of a hypothetical situation to throw at you here. If you could form a secret alliance with one other team, who would it be and why?
One thing about alliances, face value, they may benefit 2 people, but in the end, it's what have you done for me lately and how is it going to benefit me. I want to form a secret alliance with the worst draft team in this league. That would be Brady Lewis. Because 1, I'll be able to exploit him like the United States has exploited lower socioeconomic classes as well as immigrant workers as well as a third world country.
Last question. Do you have any questions or comments for the commissioner?
Yes. Next year, bring your timer.
That's all?
That's all.
Well, this question comes at a request of one of the other teams that just came in. Since Vince Jackson was not with a team at the time of the draft, why would you pick him in the 5th round?
Because I knew once the season started, I would be doing so well that I would not be in a welfare line. Let me tell you what the welfare line is. It's called the waiver wire. You're first in the waiver wire when you lose. Alright? I associate losing with being in the welfare line. So I knew I wouldn't be in that line, and I took a calculated risk knowing that he would be available beginning week 8 and carry me through the playoffs. So that's why I took him.
Well, knowing that he might not even play into week 8, why did you pick him in the 5th round?
Because I felt he was the best player available at that very moment, regardless if I took him then or later. I know he was going to be a valuable asset to my team.
Okay. Appreciate your time. It was very nice meeting you. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.